Over the last several weeks of small game season, my son and I, and occasionally the alpha female of the pack, have been dedicated in our pursuit to harvest a wild pig with a traditional bow on Florida public land. It has been an absolute grind. We have walked miles and then walked some more. We have biked miles and then biked some more, all to come up empty-handed. We came so close, but a swirling wind proved to be a worthy enemy time and time again. Each encounter would have been easy kills with a firearm, but just not possible with the limitations of a stick bow. Here was one such encounter.
I see it moving. Dad, it's black. It's a long way. Looks like a cow.
So one might ask why, or even how, we maintain the discipline to endure failure day after day. To me, it's more than the kill, it's the chase. To test yourself with an animal that is hardier, tougher, stronger, smarter, and faster than you is a test you cannot replicate. Only when you hunt an animal can you appreciate the sheer will it has to survive, and how keen its senses have developed over time immortal for one reason: to win. That's why it's called fair chase. But at this stage of my life, it's more than the chase. It's time spent with family that now drives me. In no other environment can I help foster the hard-earned lessons of the beauty and hardships of life. Where else can I teach the sacredness of an animal's life and how grateful we are for that life? The things we see and share on each hunt are remarkable, and each day afield brings something new and different. Experiences such as this deer skull we stumbled upon, the fate of which is unknown, but possibly an unrecovered animal from a hunter who made a poorly placed shot during the previous season. Or this mouse who only moments before was knocked off his palmetto perch onto Tanner's shoulder, which sent him into a panic, but gave us a good laugh afterwards. Or this juvenile cottonmouth that was just trying to stay hidden on a cold January morning. Or these bald eagle parents trying to get a better look at just what had dared invade their nesting space. A yellow-bellied slider turtle. Apple snails on the banks of a creek. An unusual tree formation. All these daily things make all the sacrifice and effort worth it, but every once in a while you stumble upon something truly remarkable. Here we chanced upon a farrowing nest. At first I think I'm looking at a single pig, but then I realize it's a group of about 12 piglets, all balled together. Between these two ancient water oaks, the sow could not have chosen a more ideal location, and it gave us the perfect opportunity to get a little closer look into their world. And within just a few minutes, they returned to the nest. Pregnant sows tend to leave their sounder between 24 to 48 hours prior to giving birth to locate and construct an excavated depression called a farrowing nest. Members of the family Suidae are the only ungulates known to construct these nests, primarily to protect their young from inclement weather conditions such as the cold, wind, and rain. And it seemed every time they were finally getting settled in, one would spook and send the entire litter scurrying away. But within a few minutes, they are back. And again, half the litter prioritizes getting warm and comfortable, while the other half just wants to first engage in a little roughhousing before settling down. There is scientific evidence that sows may choose farrowing sites that offer a tactical advantage to defend her position from predator attacks. These sites include trees or logs positioned as to provide high physical protection from the back. This site, nestled between these two water oaks with a perfectly placed cabbage palm in the middle, provides these requirements. It also offers a high degree of camouflage. If we hadn't heard the piglets, we likely would have walked right by them. The bedding material appears to be made up mostly of pulverized fibrous palm roots and bases, along with palmetto fronds. This type of bedding material offers ideal thermal protection. You can see how they work themselves into it for warmth on this cold January day. Newborn piglets are small and have very little body fat for the first couple weeks of life, so their very survival can depend on not being exposed to extremely cold temperatures, and judging by their behavior, they depend on their litter mates for thermoregulation as well. Here in Florida, sows select high ground habitats to establish these nests, and are also built close to food and water so that the litter is not left unattended for long. It amazes me how vulnerable these piglets are to predation without the protection of the mother. They are quite vocal while in the nest, as you can hear, and my thoughts are that this behavior will result in not all of them making it to adulthood. But I do wish these piglets well as they begin their long and perilous journey. And I hope that our paths cross again one day, when they are a bit wiser, stronger, faster, so that we can once again engage each other in an environment where they have every advantage. I choose this more challenging, but also more rewarding path, the path of fair chase.